Ready?
Yep.
This episode I travel to Middle America to visit Wisconsin, the land of cheese and super flowy mountain bike trails. I hit up Levis Mound and rode a trail called Clif. It's one of the few black diamond trails in the state, and it's a ton of fun. After my last Trail Boss episode from Marquette, where I rode one of the most challenging climbs I've ever ridden, fast and flowy was just what the doctor ordered. The trail starts atop a ridge but quickly earns its name Cliffhanger. You can blow some turns on the high side, but for the most part the trail is bench cut from here on out. This trail isn't super technical, so I'd get creative whenever possible. Is it Wednesday? Because I just wheelied that entire ladder bridge. This section of trail is kinda flat, so you'll need to crank to keep your speed up, because after this rise is a chance for a sweet tire slide. The entire trail is less than a mile long and it only drops about 250 feet. Since it's so flowy, it feels like more. This section is cool because you're riding along some giant rocks, and at some points it even feels like you're getting pitted by a wave. This part is fairly fast and steeper than you'd think you'd find in Wisconsin. If you lay off the brakes and use the rocks as kickers, you can basically jump the two rough parts in this next section. This next line was my most creative interpretation of the trail. I passed this rock pedaling up, and I knew I needed to add it into the downhill run. It was a fairly high punch to get up. Once I dropped off, I figured it was cooler to go up and around the tree instead of the normal line. Riding bench cut trails can freak some people out because of the exposure on the downside of the hill. But just like riding skinnies or balance lines, you need to remind yourself to look where you want to go. Your body has a tendency to follow. So if you want to ride down the side of the hill, look there. If you want to have fun and shred, pay attention to the trail. Now you're in the final stretch. This lower section is a ton of fun. You're going to be going pretty fast, and as you get closer to the bottom, there's going to be a series of flat, loose turns. I linked to a how-to in the top right-hand corner with some tips on how to handle these types of turns, but essentially you want to take them as wide as possible and stay loose to allow yourself to adjust for the changing terrain underneath you. A couple more rollers and a slight uphill, and you're going to be riding this trail out. So get ready to high-five your buddies because you just shredded Cliffhanger.